What's up, my moto family? Alright, so this is a quick video. Now this is an update on the bike setups. I was playing all day yesterday, messing with all the setups, and then I found out that the 450 bike setup works really good with the 250 bike setup. Usually there will be some kind of difference in bike setups, at least in the last couple games, but the bikes are so similar that the bike setup for the 450 works extremely good for the 250 bikes. The only difference is you're going to have two separate files, one for the 250 and one for the 450, because both bikes are going to have different gear ratios. That will be the only difference. So I'm just going to jump right into this video. I did do one little change also in the suspension. So for the suspension, I'm going to just start at the very top. Suspension, you're going to go 2 to the left, and then the next one, 2 to the left. 2 to the left, and 2 to the left. Then you're going to go 2 to the right, and 2 to the right. On the old setup, I only went 1 to the left, but now I'm going 2 to the left because I felt a more better, you don't feel most of the potholes. Like, they're not really called potholes. I guess you call them like high speed bumps, but you don't feel them anymore when you put it to 2 to the left. And then on the next one, you're gonna go 2 to the left, which will be the high extension speed. And then for the last four, you're gonna go 2 to the right, 2 to the right, 2 to the left, and 2 to the right. Now this will be the same suspension setup for the 450 as well. This is where things get different now. For the gear ratio, on the final ratio, these 250s at medium. Only the 450 is going to be short. For some reason in this game, the 450 final ratio, if you leave it on medium, the gears, they feel too long, and I want to get into these gears really fast like the 250. So for the 450, I left it in short. But for the 250, we're going to leave it in medium. On first gear, you're going to go 1 to the left. And second gear, you're going to go 2 to the left. Third gear, leave it in the middle. Fourth gear, you're going to go 1 to the right. And for fifth, you're going 1 to the right as well. For brake response and accelerator mapping, I had it on modular, but the more I played with aggressive, it actually made the bike a lot better. So for brake response, put it to aggressive, and accelerator mapping, put it to aggressive as well. As long as you have wheelbase to long, because when you have it to long, it makes the bike more stable. It balances the bike out with everything else. So now we're going to go into the 450 setup, but I'm only going to show you the gear ratios for the 450 because everything else will be the same as what I just said for the 250. For gear ratio on the 450, make sure you have final ratio at short, and then on first gear, you're going 2 to the left. On second gear, you're going 1 to the left. On third gear, you're going 1 to the right. Fourth gear, leave it in the middle. And for fifth gear, you're going 1 to the right. Now, if you're using a bike like Gas, you're only going to have 4 gears. So ignore the fifth gear if you're using Gas. And that's pretty much it. Just make sure before you do this, make sure you have 2 files, one for the 250 and one for the 450. Reason why is because on the 251 you want it to have the right gear ratio, and then on your 450 you want the other gear ratio that's going to go with the 450 bike. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick video, and I hope it helps you guys out. I'm making it simple. I don't want to do 2 separate videos when the bike setup is pretty much the same, the only difference being gear ratio. If it worked for you, let me know in the comments. and I will see you guys in the next video.